Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's do the morning catch up. And then I'm going to do what I need to start getting done. Good morning, good morning. So, good morning, Tina. Good morning, sweet potato. Good morning. Okay, I'm looking at my viewer count and let's see. So, there were two things that ran across, and then there's another one that I'm going to discuss. That Flower Power, you were supposed to send me a message, but your grandson looks so handsome. So handsome. I guess that was your way of telling me you were home. He looks really, really handsome. And Tina, yes, have your granddaughter paint her nails. Your granddaughters are gorgeous. Uh, so, anyway, there are a few things, and I'm looking at my time. So there are a few things that I want to go over. Good morning, Maria Haskins. And yesterday I went into a couple of chats. I was listening, and people were saying Happy Memorial Day. Okay. Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. It's for the men and the women that lost their lives while saving our country. I don't know what's happy about that. And I put in one chat, Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. Now, while it does say, and for the men and women that continue to serve, but Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. So a few people I saw that were in these chats took offense to that. They took offense to that because they've lost family members. So I just want us all to remember that. Good morning, Cree. Yes. Yes, that's what it's for. Hi, Patricia. So when I hear Happy Memorial Day, and that's why I say I have a hard time shopping. I mean, there's a lot of Memorial Day sales. I didn't go to not one yesterday. Never have. I just have a hard time shopping at discounted prices, stuff that they really jacked up 15 or 20% and then bring it back down again. So it's a day of remembrance. So I was listening to this DJ on TikTok. She DJs for a radio station, and she enhanced the Micah Miller's 911 call. And let me tell you, we've all said that we felt that, well, I know I've said it, that someone was telling her where she was. And if you go back and listen to that recording, before she says Fair Bluff, you can hear a female whispering to her, Fair Bluff. She enhanced it, and then she enhanced it. She put it on mono, and you can hear it clear as day. Good morning, Mirandy. Good morning. I know you're going to go live. I'm probably going to be in and out because I have 2 meetings this morning. That's why I'm checking my time real quick. Good morning, Scotland. Oh, wait. Scotland, you get me every damn time. Okay. So I woke up this morning. I had an email from YouTube. So I put up something on TikTok under my videos. And YouTube says they removed it because TikTok, their exact words were, hold on, wait a minute, let me put some stink up in it. They're saying that TikTok is basically a scamming platform. So they removed it. I didn't get a strike or anything. So I won't be posting anything on my shorts or under my videos from TikTok at all. Good morning, Pamela Barr. Good morning. Yeah, well, we hadn't had one yet, but we're getting ready to, Scotland. You already know. So we have something coming out of Horry County. Has nothing to do with Micah Miller. And I keep going to these people that are abusing their kids. This is the worst. Well, they're all bad. They're all bad. They're all bad. And then we're going to come back to Seattle, Washington, to another father who abused. Well, he didn't abuse. He actually K'd his child. So, okay. Yep, you know when it's going to hit. You know, we got to get it out the way. Pam, I'm so happy to see you. How have you been doing? I know Bambi's been on hiatus, but she did do a little something the other day, and I have it, I had it to watch later, and I think I went back and it wasn't there, but I'm going to double check. So I was just saying before I got started that everybody was saying Happy Memorial Day in these chats that I went into. Again, Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. Good morning. And then I did get a screenshot. And let me just say this. When I did my members only live yesterday, someone sent me a message telling me who Brooks Brook knows is. Not one time did I repeat that name. So someone, I guess, went into Siwa's chat. Hold on a second. Let me go get it. Let me go to my messages. Someone went into Siwa's chat and said, and you can tell it's a fake account. It's a sniffer PI. It says, leave Skelly alone, Heidi. Not one time did I mention Skelly's name. Not one time did I mention her name. That's what I mean by messy subs. Someone asked me in the chat, who was it? I said, if the person wanted anyone to know, they would tell you. Skelly's name never came up on this chat. So, and Skelly isn't the name that was given. So anyway, stop running with bullshit and listen for yourself. Now, I don't know who Sniffer PI is. Don't give a fuck. So let me just say that real quick. Don't give a fuck. But stop lying. Just completely stop lying. And instead of, I guess she was bragging that she had people that had a membership. She should have heard it for herself and stop running around saying that I said something that I didn't. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. Which I don't give a fuck about these people. So I'm going to go back to do what I normally do. I don't give a fuck about any of those people. I'm good. Thank you. I done my moment of silence before I started my day yesterday. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. Yep, that's what she says. Where there's messy sub, there's a messy content creator. Okay, so let me add this to the stage for you guys. Woo! This is coming out of Horry County. How did they say it? Horry County? Well, here we go.
One of the charges against the mother of an Horry County teen who was beaten to death earlier this month has been upgraded.
Samantha Games is now facing a charge of unlawful neglect of a child and her upgraded charge of allowing abuse or allowing another person to inflict great bodily.
Look at this woman. She looks like she has been beat, just totally beat down. Look at her.
Harm upon a child. The arrest warrant shows Samantha's boyfriend allegedly beat her 13-year-old son, Isaiah Games, with a piece of wood and a handgun at their home in Longs. That was on May 8th. He also suffered other injuries like broken bones, burns, and permanent disfigurement to his face.
Isaiah died from blunt force trauma at MUSC a few days later on May 11th.
And tonight, ABC 15's Emma Parkhouse is continuing our coverage. She joins us live in studio to show us why the 15th Circuit solicitor says the mother's charges were upgraded and why she was allowed to be with her son as he was taken off of life support. Emma?
Jen, Connor, Samantha Games was denied bond for these charges yesterday morning and remains in custody at J. Reuben Long Detention Center. 15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson tells me that while it's still in the early phases of the investigation.
Now, do I think it was wrong that she was allowed to go be with her son when he was taken off of life support? Oh my God, yes. Okay, I will. Let me, I think that's one that you sent to me. Hold on. Okay. I put that down. Okay, I have it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I was also watching yesterday Nick Carter and Aaron Carter, and I remember all of the accusations way back when about Nick Carter. These women were on this documentary. He is a disgusting piece of shit as well. Documented, proven. They even had Molly Golightly up in here and saying how she was on Nick Carter's side and how she was intimidating the young woman that he sexually abused. Not one, not two, not three, but four of them, including the one that was with the Pussycat Dolls. Okay, I'm going to cover that too. Let's go.
Investigation, there were a few reasons for upgrading her abuse charge.
Samantha Games is facing 2 charges in connection to the death of her 13-year-old son, Isaiah Games. Unlawful neglect, which can carry up to 10 years in prison. And her newest charge, allowing abuse or allowing another person to inflict great bodily harm upon a child. This charge is an upgrade from her original charge of unlawful conduct toward a child.
Now, what I was saying was, before that threw me off, do I think it was right for them to let her go be with her son when he was removed off of life support? This is twofold for me. I don't think she should have been there, since she sat by and allowed this to happen to her child over and over again. But on the other hand, I think she needed to see what this did to her child. Her child was disfigured. He had massive brain injury. I think she needed to put this in her head, so every time she closes her eyes, she will see this young man's face as he's taking his, well, he wasn't even taking his last breath. He was on life support. Once they disconnected it, it was like fast, because it happened with my aunt. You can watch it. It was like, and when people say there's a death rattle, there is a death rattle, okay? I was in the room with my aunt when we took her off of life support. So I think she needed, and I hope she suffers the rest of her life for what she allowed, not the husband, even if it was the husband, the boyfriend, to do to her child. Now she also has a younger daughter. God damn it. Y'all gonna be out. Look, not y'all. I'm gonna be the death of myself. Hold on. Debbie sent me another one too. Hold on a second. Let me go grab that one, because she sent me one that shows up better. Let's see. Let me get to my emails. She sent me 2. Okay, let's go here. This one, let me download it. Hold on. I'm a down. Okay. Got it. Got to charge my mouse. Need to charge my mouse. My mouse is acting stupid. Although my screen is touch screen, I still need to I don't like doing that. So I will down, let me see. Oh shit, I don't know where I saved it to. Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna just use the other one. Let me just get out of here. All right, I don't have time. So there we go. So I think she needs to be made to suffer. And I'm sorry I said that. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. So here we go.
The allegations are that she did not participate in the child's death. It was her not stepping in for the child that led to great bodily injury.
The main differences in the upgraded charge is the sentence can carry up to 20 years, and those convicted aren't eligible for parole until at least 85% of the sentence is served. This charge is also for prosecuting a crime that happens on a specific date and time. In this case, the alleged crimes on May 8th. It also specifically points to the legal obligations and duties Richardson says Games had to Isaiah as his mother. However, it was also because of that familial relationship that Richardson allowed Games to be with Isaiah one last time as he was taken off life support.
I've seen enough of these to see where a person may very well be a witness, a victim, and a defendant all at the same time. Regardless of what she is accused of, there was nothing she could really do to harm the case. For better or worse, once that decision is made, it can't be, remade. If we were to have opposed her being there when he was removed from life support, I couldn't go back and fix that. Certainly, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what he knows and what he didn't know going into that, but
she knew. So his teachers raised the money for this young man's service. They also put a scholarship up in his name. Now, the boyfriend, you heard, he beat this young man with a piece of wood and a handgun, and that was recovered at the scene. And she allowed the physical abuse, and this was a pattern on a 13-year-old boy.
If it brought him comfort, then it's a small price to pay.
They didn't bring her no comfort.
Police warrant show that Ivy Jenneret's Samantha Games' live-in boyfriend has caused Isaiah's beating that led to his death. He has still been charged with the murder in that case. Richardson says the Jenneret's defense attorney has not yet requested a bond hearing for him with a circuit judge. Now, Jenneret remains in custody at J. Reuben Long Detention Center. Jen?
Emma, thank you. And if you know a child who's being abused or that you suspect is being abused, call the Child Help Hotline to report it. It's right there on your screen, 1-800-422-4452. You can also text that number. And if you believe the child is in immediate danger, call 911.
So again, now, there's no mention if the daughter was ever beaten, but the teacher said that he was a protector of his little sister. They said he had life-threatening injuries, included injuries to the side and the back of his head, broken bones, and permanent disfigurement of his face. You allowed a man to do this to a child that you carried for 9 months, that your sole responsibility was to protect your child, nurture your child. I have never, ever put anyone before my children or my grandchildren. And I have the TV on. Hold on. I hear the TV. I've never done that. I'm sure a lot of people haven't. We saw her face. She was being abused as well. We don't know if the young man tried to step in this time again and got beat down. There is no mention of drugs being involved or anything else. If a man puts his hand on your child or you, that man does not deserve to be there. You have this man around your children. You have a younger child, a little girl. What did he do to her? There's so many people out there that want to have kids and can't have kids. And then we got another sicko that I'm getting ready to talk about. No one chooses DV. Now, I understand it's hard to get out of this situation. A lot of people in my chat, a lot of people that I speak to, they've been involved in DV situations. That, there was a fear for their life. We see it, all the time. They say the hardest time or the most dangerous time is when you're about to leave the situation. We see people, women being caged over wanting a divorce. We see men being caged by the exes because they want to have equal custody of the kids. So the other case I have is out of Seattle, Washington. Now, this father, I'm going to put his picture up right here because I could not find a news thing on him. And here he is, Dion. And we covered the case about a child. There's another case of, two other little boys that were kept like in cages, which I'm gonna do those too. So this is Dion, and this is his son. I found that picture. Dion, the mommy, and the son. Now Dion states that he took PCP before he got to the house. Dion is 35 years old. He was arrested and charged first-degree murder, homicide. He killed his baby. Now, let's take a guess how he killed his baby. How he killed that beautiful little baby. How do you think he killed the baby? He walked into the house. He went straight to the baby's crib. And he shot the baby, emptied the gun, and then told his girlfriend, wife, the child's name was Alicia, told the wife, good morning, Jenna, that it was just blanks in the gun. He walked in there and shot this baby multiple times. And his excuse is he had taken PCP. The child was only 8 months old. Now, the day before then, he had shot at random people. He was taken into custody because he was shooting at random people. Came back to the house. He shot the baby in the eye. He shot the baby in the torso. And that's what he did to his own child. Again, don't know why he did it. His excuse is he had taken PCP. Now, the wife wasn't home when it happened, or she was outside. She said she heard the fire shooting, and she rushed into the house. Oh my God. You reported them while sitting in their living room, all in front of them. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. This is really, really sad. And I don't know why all of these stories be coming to me. Either I find them, or someone sends them to me. But I get alerts on these stories. So the other story was about a dad that kept his child in a closet, and he starved the child to death. The daddy is 28 years old. His name is Anthony. And he was convicted of multiple charges, including first degree, in connection to his 6-year-old son's death. The father, alongside the baby's mom and grandmother, reportedly forced the little boy, his name is Deshaun, to sit in a closet for more than 15 hours every day. The little boy, who was 6 years old, weighed 19 pounds when he died. 19 pounds. And they did the same thing to the older siblings. They have, wait a minute. So there was 3 kids. It wasn't the older siblings. It was the younger siblings. So the younger ones were 2 and 4. And they forced them to sit in the closet as well while they slept. You have 2 and 4-year-olds and you're going to sleep. Even when they went for a nap, I couldn't sleep. When I would have, they would sleep next to me. When they moved, I moved. So the mother was also convicted. She was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. And the grandmother, she's going to be tried later this year. The mother said that the son was suffering from chronic medical condition, and that's why he was so skinny. Something is definitely wrong with these people for doing this to your own kids. Now, this was the mother and father. This wasn't the stepfather. This was the mother and the father. I don't understand. I really don't understand. How do you do this to your own children? You have to sleep. What? You both have to sleep at the same time? At the same time. You both have to take a nap. Oh my God. So you guys had a lot of rain? Okay, so I think that's, hold on. Let me make sure I covered everything that I wanted to cover. But I do have something that I want you to listen to. Wait a minute. Hold on. I had one more because I actually sent it to, so when I find things that I want to discuss, I actually send it to my email, or I'll take notes on it so I don't forget. So I don't know if you guys remember when Gabby Petito went missing. There was a young woman down. Her name was Maya Marconi. She went missing the same time that Gabby Petito went missing. I covered that story. So then I happened, because I was talking about it the other day and I couldn't remember. So I had to go back through my stories. And then I looked up to see what was the latest. So when I said that the police didn't do everything that they were doing, like they were doing for Gabby, there's a documentary and we're going to look at it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop the link because I want you guys to go look at it. It was her family members that found out about the janitor or whatever you call the maintenance worker. They were the ones that were eyeing him. They were the ones that saw him. They were the ones that followed him. They were the ones that got the police to take a look at him. So I dropped the link. We're going to go through it. But I remember I covered that. And it's just sad that you don't get the coverage that you do when this happens to your child. Now, Daniel Robinson's dad, he's the young man that went missing on a geological dig. His dad is now running for Congress. This man took off to go find his son. Still never found him. They found the truck overturned. He wasn't getting any help. They raised close to $1 million. And he has been searching and searching and searching for his son. He's went there. Look, he has been there. He's got one detective that's really working closely with him. They've never found this young man. He went missing right before, around the time that Gabby went missing. So I keep him in my brand because every once in a while, I go back to check to see if there's any updates on that case. So I want you guys to listen to this. Now, we were talking about myself and Danielle and Debbie. So we were talking about all of this 6 degrees of separation in Hollywood. Yep. 6 degrees of separation in Hollywood. So I want you to listen to this, and I want you to see if this has any merit.
It's what I dropped the information about Quincy Jones. I let the chips fall wherever they fall. Right. This dude was one of the ones responsible. He had a magazine financed by Warner Brothers and arrested him. He set up sex rings in Hollywood. And the people that he brought in, now don't tell me if I'm lying. Quincy Jones brought in Fresh Prince. And his first movie was what?
6 degrees of separation. Now, Benny Medina also brought Will to Quincy Jones. Okay. Charlie Mack, who is Will's best friend, brought him Brashear. Okay, let's listen.
Queen Latifah set it off. Your little sweet ass up and down Hollywood Boulevard.
Quincy Jones.
And last but not least, when Tupac came to Hollywood, it was the homosexual ritual. This is where the homosexuals came out against it, but I didn't mind. I wasn't talking about homosexuals. I say it's a homosexual ritual that they go through in the Illuminati secret societies. And it is. So when I mentioned that about it marrying itself on to hip hop, they said, well, can you prove it? Yeah. Go back and go online and read where Tupac said he was asked by Quincy Jones to fuck him in the ass.
Yep, he said that.
Tupac said no, and Tupac was marked for death. Why? Because Tupac was engaged to Quincy Jones's daughter. Quincy Jones's daughter was best friend with Aaliyah. Aaliyah was engaged to Dame Dash. Now, if y'all follow these people back, all of them either died or was brought to ruin. Who creates and manufacture these trends? Brothers of Stagging, which y'all know is niggas spelled backwards.
Yep.
And what they did was marry the criminal culture in jails onto the street culture and made it part of hip hop. So now, homosexuality is on the rise, and they made the new cleavage became the butt crack. Homosexual mom. Are you following me?
Good morning, Sarah motherfucking
V. In this room. Somebody in these Asian. Don't start looking around. Somebody in there just in here to take this information to the government. We can't be stupid. Right. Everywhere we go. Is that what?
So, y'all didn't know that sagging was that backwards, right? We have said this over and over again. Go back and trace it. Go back and trace where all of these people are coming from. Who brought who in? This little clique that they have. Everybody mentions Clyde Davis. People forget Quincy Jones is in that upper, echelon as well. He's in there as well. Look at all these people. Go see it. And that movie, 6 Degrees of Separation, if y'all never watched that movie with Will Smith, you really need to watch it. Good morning, Brown Eyed Cutie. How have you been, sweetie? Y'all really need to watch it. What time is it? Okay. I have a few. I wanted to show something to you as well. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me stop. But I needed you guys to see this because we're talking about it. A lot of people don't make the connections at all. There is a connection between all of these people. And then, everybody was talking about how Nicki Minaj got arrested. Let me just say this. If you travel to a foreign country on the basis, you're now allowed to bring in shells, pre-rolls. You can't do that. You had to cancel a concert. You're not allowed to bring in those kinds of things into other countries. You're just not allowed to do it. And I don't understand. How do you think that you're going to get away with it? So you had a concert canceled. So the question is, now what are we going to do? And then she's going, but why do they need to search my bag? Why do they need to do this? They didn't search the bag before it got on the plane. Why, you ask? Probably because the dogs were sniffing. Probably because the dogs were sniffing and they found it. That's probably why. Do I give a shit she got arrested? No. That's stupidity. I'm serious. When I told you that I had a scalpel taken at the airport because I changed my bag before I left, didn't search my bag to make sure that I wasn't supposed to have anything in it. They took my scalpel. I was like, okay, I'll get another one. But it was the scalpel that was used to cut my my granddaughter's. No, I'm sorry, not my grand. It was the scalpel that was used to circumcise my grandson, and the doctor gave it to me. I think Ellen is hiding. They all hiding. When I read that they're supposed to be investigating Twitch's death as a murder, now I was trying to find where LA actually said this was going on. It's written in all of these gossip things, but I can't find where it's stated in the LA County thing. So I can't find that. So let's look at this real quick.
We are learning more about the Phoenix brothers charged in the murder of a man found in a burning car back in April.
Phoenix police say the suspects were arrested over the weekend, and they believe these brothers worked together. One pulled the trigger, the other helped to cover it up with a fire in the canal. True crime correspondent Brianna Whitney is uncovering more. What'd you find out about this?
Yeah, pretty wild story here. There's some details we're still waiting for, but a lot more is answered tonight. We do know the victim is 26 years old, and for a month and a half, detectives were working to figure out who killed him. Now we know police believe what ended in a fiery scene in the canal started with an argument, then a confession to police.
So I started following
tonight, Phoenix police
Arizona news, okay, because of the Gilbert Goons and the Preston Lord case, okay? That's why I started following this. And the same reason I follow a lot of stuff now in South Carolina, and I follow a lot of things going on in Ohio. I'm just amazed at the crimes that are committed. I am absolutely astounded by this. Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. Good morning. I caught your replay. Really good stream yesterday. Really good stream.
A jailhouse confession is how they learned what happened back in April when a body was found inside a burning car in the canal.
That's when Jose was able to provide details more in depth to detectives.
Again, I don't know why it just started happening again, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, hold on a second.
A dead body inside, but the medical examiner ruling the victim didn't die from the flames.
In this particular circumstance, it was a gunfire that was believed to be the cause of the death itself.
That's when the Phoenix Police Homicide Unit took over the case. They identified the victim as 26-year-old Jose de Jesus Loaiza and say their investigation led them to the Lomelli brothers, Jose and Roberto. Sergeant Bauer says when they brought them in for questioning, Jose cracked and told police he's the one who shot Loaiza.
One of them was responsible for the murder of the victim. His brother was responsible for hindering the investigation as well as causing the fire and helping with the arson aspect.
Bauer says Jose Lomelli and the victim got into an argument at a home in the area, and that's when Lomelli opened fire. He says the brothers worked together to put the victim into his own trunk, set the car on fire, and abandon it in the canal. Bauer says they're still testing and processing evidence in the case.
And the entire car itself is considered evidence. So that's whether there's bullet fragments that were found in there, bullet holes.
Jose Lomelli's own implication led to a second-degree murder charge, among others, including arson and abandoning a body. Roberto Lomelli is charged with arson and abandoning a body, too.
Because it is an open and active investigation, Phoenix police would not reveal how the Lomelli brothers knew the victim and what the fight was about in the first place. Both brothers are due back in court later this week. We hope to learn more.
So that's what's going on with that. So I don't know if I talked to you guys about that case, but I think I showed it when they found the body burning. And maybe I thought I did, but I think I did show it when they found the body burning. So that was what's behind that case. So again, I'm just Savage did a live yesterday, and guys, just want to say that Savage is going to start doing a member. Oh my God, Flower, I can't fly out. All right, I'm gonna call you right after this. Good morning, Missy Tessa. I'm gonna call you. I didn't think you'd be able to board the flight with as sick as you were, but I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. So, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Savage is gonna start doing a members only live on Mondays. She's gonna do members only on Mondays. I'm gonna try to do a members only on Wednesdays, but I know Thursday I have Debbie. We're gonna do oh, it's the weather in Dallas. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna call you. So let me just say, so Wednesdays I'm gonna try to do members only, but Thursday I have Debbie, and then Friday we're gonna do the grab bag with Cranky. I'm putting together some questions. It's gonna be on the stuff that Debbie and I cover. And some of the crazy things that's probably Debbie or I have said. But like, who said this? And I guess you'll be, and then you get to pick the bag. And now Cranky, now I've got to remember, this is Cranky Timu stuff. So Cranky, It's going to say yay or nay if you get to keep it, and then you'll get to pick another bag. So she has a lot. She has like 10 or 15 bags from Temu. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go back to having trivia and giving away gift cards or prizes. Now, if you do win, just note that it's going to have to be shipped out to you. I'm going to pay for the shipping. And anybody that knows me knows that anything I have shipped, and I have never put your address out there or anything else. So I really want to do this so we can just get back to having fun. You love Cranky Granny. So we're just going to make it a fun time. It's just going to be fun. And we're going to do it 7 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Central, and 10 o'clock Eastern. So that'll be Friday. And then Friday, it'll be Friday. So that's what we have planned to do this week. To be honest, I haven't watched any of, for the last week and a half, I haven't been watching Chad Daybell. Well, not a week and a half, since his daughter got on the stand, because she really pissed me off with the stuff that's right in front. I get it. It's your dad. I get it. It's your dad. But I really haven't watched any of that. I have been watching a lot of body cam footage. And I'm laughing. And some of it's not funny, but I've been watching a lot of these eviction cases. And every time they get to the house, nobody ever got the notice. The guy says, ma'am, it was right on your door. Here, I videotaped it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. This one house, I think I posted so you guys can see, it was disgustingly nasty. And there were kids living inside of this home. There was one house where they got, it was an environmental code that they had to be evicted. It wasn't because it was non-payment of rent. It was because the property was so neglected and so bad. Oh, yeah, send it to me. Yeah, so some of them, yes. This one house that was just done like 3 days ago, there were 8 kids. 8 kids that lived in that home. And it's a 3-bedroom. And I felt so bad for these kids. It was 8 kids and like 3 dogs. I was like, oh my God, what are you thinking? You're not going to stay anywhere for free. That's not happening. I just don't get what they're thinking. Hold on a second. I have to charge up my phone just a little bit because I need to get the code so I can log into my work laptop. Oh my God. Come on. Okay, hold on. I got to get the code, then I got to put it back on the charger. But I don't know what these people are thinking. If you think that you're going to stay in someone's home, because you got to remember, you're living in their home. You're not paying them any rent, but they have to pay that mortgage. They have to pay that mortgage. And that's when I remember when Nate was renting out his house in San Antonio. He had a company to do it, but he only rented to military people. Because he spent a lot of time and money renovating his home. So he only rented to military people. And this one couple he was renting to, they wanted to buy, but he wanted to hold on to it for a while. When he did sell his home, it was at the right time and everything else, but he never had to. He had a management company. Same thing with my daughter-in-law. When she married my son, her house was in Cyprus. They had a management company to handle all of that. Okay, I'll send it after the stream. Okay, how long is it, Missy? Because I can play it later. I'm looking. I just logged. Oh, come on. You cannot. Wait a minute. Come on, log in. Okay, all right, so I'm looking at my calendar. Hold on a second. Let me tell you what I have right now. I can come back at lunch. I have a meeting at 8:30. Then I have another meeting at 11. I have a meeting at 9. Damn, 9:15, 11. And what is this? 11:30 micro. Okay, and then I have a meeting with my director, a one-on-one at 11:30, and it's set for 30 minutes. So I can probably come back later on today. So if you send it, I'll try to get it done today or tomorrow. But I will definitely see you later. Gotta go. I gotta get myself together, and I have to go at least put my hair up, put some clothes on so I can be ready for my meeting. You guys have a great day. Send it to me, please, Missy, and I'm going to see. I will probably do it later on today or tomorrow morning. It depends on how long it is. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for coming. And don't forget, if you see something, say something. If you're questioning it, that means there's something there. So if you see something and it doesn't sit well with you, that means that, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts always. Your instincts will never fail you. And if they do, hey, you did something. You actually, question something that was going on. So again, I will talk to you guys later. Brown Eyed Cutie, it was so great to see you. Let's see who else. Missy, have a great day. I hope the baby and your daughter-in-law are doing great. Tina, Pam Labar. Bye, everyone. Thank you all for coming. And I will definitely talk to you later. Bye, guys.